Hello everyone and welcome to Easy English Stories, a brand new series where I will read you a short and exciting story in clear, slow English. As I read, the words, some difficult words and grammar will be explained naturally within the story. So I have written these words into the story in a way that they explain themselves, so the meaning is in the story. I'm Oliver, and I am the host of the Easy English podcast, but this is the first episode of the brand new series, which I wanted to separate from the main podcast. So if you want to listen to the main Easy English podcast, you can check that out too. But today's story is a sci-fi adventure, so a science fiction adventure called The Lost Signal. Let's begin. To start, for the structure, I will read the story and then do a little conclusion at the end. But as I mentioned, as we read the story, the new words will hopefully explain themselves. Okay, let's start. The year was 2142. Astronaut Nova Carter sat inside her spaceship, staring at the dark space outside. She was on a solo mission to investigate a mysterious signal that had appeared from an unknown planet. Something is mysterious when it is unknown or difficult to understand, like this signal, which had started 2 months ago, sending strange sounds into space. Scientists on Earth believed it could be a message. As Nova approached the planet, her ship began to shake. "What's happening?" she whispered, pressing buttons on the control panel. The spaceship's lights flickered, turning on and off quickly, like a candle in the wind. Have you ever seen a light flicker during a storm? That's exactly what was happening here. Suddenly, the radio crackled, making a sharp, sudden sound, like when you hear the noise of static on an old radio. Then a voice spoke. "Welcome, traveler. We have been waiting for you." Nova's heart raced. Her heartbeat was very fast with excitement and fear. Imagine hearing a voice from an unknown place in deep space. Wouldn't your heart race too? Who was speaking? The planet had no known civilization, no people there. She took a deep breath and replied, "Who are you?" There was a long silence. Then the voice said, "Come closer, you will see." Nova carefully landed her ship on the planet's surface. The ground was blue and the sky was a deep green. That's unusual, isn't it? On Earth we have a blue sky and green ground, but here it's the opposite. As she stepped out, she saw tall silver towers in the distance. They looked ancient, very old, but were glowing, giving off a soft light, like fireflies on a summer night. If you've ever seen fireflies in the dark, you know how magical that looks. She followed the path towards the towers. When she arrived, a group of glowing humanoid figures stood before her. Humanoid, as in they look like humans. They had no mouths, but communicated directly into her mind. "We sent the signal," one of them said. "We are the last of our kind. Our home is dying, and we need help." Nova was amazed. Intelligent life existed beyond Earth. But how could she help them? She tapped her communicator. "Mission Control, do you copy?" Silence. The signal was gone. She was there all alone. And that's today's short story. Did you notice how we naturally included new words like flickered, crackled, mysterious, glowing, and raced in the story? By using them in context, they become easier to understand and remember. Throughout the story, we also used the past simple tense a lot. For example, we used Nova carefully landed her ship to describe completed actions in the past. And we saw the past continuous tense too in this story. For example, her ship was shaking to show an action that was happening at a specific moment in the past. What do you think might have happened next? Let me know your ideas, and perhaps we will continue this story in another episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to follow this new series and subscribe or follow and share Easy English Stories with your friends and fellow students that are learning English. I will be back very soon with another exciting short story in English. Until next time, happy listening. I've been Oliver from Easy English, and thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.